Guardians of the Galaxy 3 opened up last night. Now, I got to see the movie last week, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a wonderful time watching this movie. I think for me, number one might still be my favorite of the three. Nonetheless, I had a great time watching it. It was fun, funny, thrilling, definitely deep-rooted emotion. There were a lot of tears in the theater and all that kind of stuff. Well, we haven't even gotten through the weekend, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has already set a franchise box office record. For well done, Guardians. For its opening Thursday night previews, Guardians of the Galaxy pulled in $17.5 million, which does exceed what the first one and the second one did, which is pretty damn impressive. We go over now to Variety, who wrote the following. The Guardians of the Galaxy are blasting off the box office one final time, earning $17.5 million in previews for director James Gunn's Volume 3 finale. It will expand to 4,450 theaters nationwide on Friday. The newest entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe will take the box office crown after Universal Illumination's The Super Mario Bros. Movie topped the charts for the last 4 weeks. Guardians Volume 3 is expected to bring in between 110 and 120 million in its opening weekend, which is in between the grosses of the previous two films, also directed by Gunn. So, I mean, right now, we talked about this the other day, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is projected to get anywhere between 110, 120 million dollars. I believe that is short. I think it will be a little bit more than that. Like, I don't know for sure that it will be, but I think it'll probably be a little bit more than that. Now, that means it'll come south of Guardians of the Galaxy 2's opening weekend, which had a spectacular opening weekend of $147 million. But it'll mean it'll come in well north of the original Guardians of the Galaxy's opening weekend. So it's off to a good start. And listen, it's not just off to a good start with the box office having the biggest preview night in the franchise, but when you go over to Rotten Tomatoes, you notice it's got an 80% critic rating right now. But more importantly, now that it is played for audiences, with over 1,000 verified people who saw the movie ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, 96% audience rating. So an 80 critic rating, 96% audience rating. So this thing is already kind of winning. Now, how will this go? How big will the opening weekend be? Will it have legs? As we get through the weekend to next weekend, we'll find that out. But I think everybody can agree it's off to a pretty damn good start. Anyway, Chris, you and Logan had a chance finally last night to go and see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Just in general, what did you think about the movie? And what do you think about these three sets of numbers? Biggest opening night for the franchise, an 80% critic rating, 96% audience rating. What do you think about all this?
Those numbers make complete sense to me. And it's, oh man, it's so nice too. Because sometimes when we talk on the show and I'm like, I think this movie will do well. Like, God, I hope it does well because I don't want to look like a dummy on the internet again. But I'm so glad it's doing really, really well so far. This is such a great film. And much like Endgame and Infinity War, it really does depend on like the weight of the entire franchise here, right? But Volume 3 has such a beautiful, beautiful payoff to the Guardians. I mean, it's such a great film. This is my favorite of the franchise. I loved this so much. I sobbed uncontrollably. There's really beautiful, heartfelt moments in here. There's some really funny things too. There is so much joy at the end of this movie. And I want all of you to see it. Go see it right now. Oh my gosh.
Well, after you watch the show.
After the
watch
stream,
the show
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
It's wonderful.
Anne did a little bit of a rewatch last night before we went to bed of watching some Guardians and Guardians 2. And I want to know if you agree with this, Ray. When Anne watched a little bit of the other ones again, she goes, when you watch all three of them together, Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of the story of Rocket.
Yeah.
When you really watch all three together. I mean, if you just watch the first two, it's Peter's story. But if you watch all three, it kind of starts to feel like Rocket's. Anyway, you saw it too last night. What did you think?
It's my favorite movie since No Way Home. Like, Marvel movie. Like, it's there's a lot of things. It was an emotional roller coaster, seriously. You didn't want to sit next to me. I was like this the whole time. Just trying to... but, you bring up the legs thing, right?
Right.
As good or great as a movie this is, the legs thing is hard for me to see, for me personally, because there's a lot of things here that I just don't want to see again.
Well, it was very emotional for me.
Yeah. So like, but
some people love feeling that.
Yeah.
And want to go.
If I'm gonna watch this a second time, it has to be this weekend when everyone's watching it for the first time, because I'm just going for the reactions.
Right,
just to
right.
see
You want to see
everyone
everybody
around
else
me.
react.
Because it was great last night in theater. So this weekend would be the only weekend I'd probably watch it again. But, other fans, they might love this movie so much that they'll watch it 3 or 4 times. It deserves all the money it's going to get. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I just wish that it exceeds expectations, because it deserves it. Yeah. I really love
now,
this movie.
it's funny because me, Ray, and Chris have to be careful talking to the audience.
Yeah, I know. There's so many things
Jen and Jonathan have not watched the movie yet. So I know Jen's going to go see it later today. Jonathan, you're talking about trying to get tickets before we do the live
Everything in
event on
Burbank
Sunday.
is sold. So it looks like I'm pretty much going to get spoiled at the event.
No.
It is what it is.
You know what? Try to get a matinee ticket before the live event at the AMC Burbank 16.
Well, I tried. There's like an 11:30, but everything is sold.
Well, are you AMC like a pass person? Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say Regal has a ton.
I could try. I could try.
We're
that.
going to be right across the street from the event anyway. But that's a good sign too that the weekend showings are all selling out. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about these numbers? Did you guys have a chance to go see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 yourself last night as it opened in theaters across the country? What do you think about the critic ratings, the incredibly high audience ratings, the great opening night? How do you think it's going to do opening weekend? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Today's episode of the John Campea Show is brought to you by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. Guys, more and more we enjoy shopping online, whether it's on our phones or our computers. And how many times have you gotten to the checkout and seen that promo code box and thought, man, if I only had a promo code, I could save some money? Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. So here's the situation. You're shopping online on one of your favorite sites, and when you go to checkout, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Then just wait a few seconds as Honey works its magic and searches for coupons it can find for that site that you're on, and if Honey finds a working coupon, just watch the price drop. Recently, Ann and I were hanging out at home one evening and we decided to order in, and the Honey button appeared. I was able to apply a coupon and I actually saved like $6 or $7. It was that easy to use. And Honey doesn't just work on your desktop computer, it also works on your iPhone. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this show. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/Campea. That's joinhoney.com/Campea.